Hello and welcome to the Views Kitchen. In today's video, we are going to be showing you how to make 4 non-traditional holiday sides. And friends, don't get overwhelmed. You can find all this information and timestamps in the description area. Next to your title, click that arrow and it's going to expand all that information for you. And also, want to remind you to subscribe, click the bell for notifications because we are going to be posting a non-traditional turkey recipe later this week that you do not want to miss. Now let's get started with these recipes. Peeled and chopped russet potatoes. If you notice, I have them soaking in water so they don't oxidize. 1 poblano pepper. Friends, you might find this at your grocery store under the name of chilaca, but if it looks like this, you want to use this pepper. Now, if you don't have access to a poblano, you can always use an Anaheim or a hatch chili. Don't forget, we do have to roast our pepper. Heavy whipping cream, salt, and butter. If you don't have heavy whipping cream, you can use half and half, and if you don't have either, you can use milk, but you might have to use a little bit less and they won't be as whipped, unless you whip it good. You want to roast your poblano pepper until it's completely charred. Once you've completely charred and roasted your pepper, you're going to set it to the side. And I like to place it in a plastic container, a plastic bag, and just allow it to steam a little bit before we peel our pepper. To your pot of boiling water, you want to add your chopped potatoes. You're going to continue to boil your potatoes on a medium heat until you can poke a fork through your potato. So that's going to be anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes since we cut them a little bit chunkier.
So you put the fork in and it has to come out smooth.
Smooth. I'll show you in just a moment.
Okay. Show me that fork technique.
After about 15 minutes, you're going to see that you can just press your fork down and it chops up your potatoes. Once your fork goes straight through those potatoes, now it's time to strain them. In the same pot that you use to boil your potatoes, you're going to add your butter and your heavy whipping cream. I currently have my pot on a low heat. Once your butter melts, add your salt. Give that a good mix. And now it's time to add our potatoes. Turn your pot off and begin to mash. You're gonna ask yourself, how many times do I have to mash the potatoes? Well, if you see a big chunk, just go over it like this.
So, just go over it once?
Just go over it once or twice, max. Because, for example, I like mine to be whipped creamy potatoes, but I also like some bite of a potato.
I know some people that do not like the bite. They just like them creamy.
If you like them creamy, make sure to mash them up well. But if you like a little bit of a bite like I do, then just mention how I do it.
Like so.
Like so. Once you mash your potatoes, you add your roasted, finely chopped poblano pepper. And mix it around. See, and that heavy whipping cream on its own just makes it so creamy and whipped. What I like to do, I like to pick up a little bit and then slam it right back into the pot. Make sure to look in the description area because I'm going to leave a tip for you when you have to reheat your mashed potatoes. And boom, done, friends. Time to transfer it over to a bowl or a plate, your serving dish. Shredded cabbage, shredded carrots, and shredded red radish. Lemon, salt and pepper, cilantro, and chopped green onions. Add your cabbage, carrots, red radish, green onions, salt and pepper, lemon juice, and mix. These are optional ingredients for your slaw. Some ground cumin and some chiltepines, which are pretty spicy. So I just ground them up and I'm going to add them to our mix. Last but not least, our cilantro, and if you don't have a preference for cilantro, look away!
And welcome back.
Yeah, you need to add some greens. These help you detoxify. You need to get used to some cilantro. And if not, you know, pick your next best thing. Something so simple smells so good. And boom, done, friends. We're ready. If you will be pre-making the slaw, make sure to look in the description area for the suggestions. It's going to be right below the ingredients. Red bell peppers and tomatoes, purple onions and zucchinis, olive oil and lemon juice, garlic, Mexican oregano, and salt. You want to roast your red bell peppers until they're completely charred. Once you've roasted your red bell peppers, make sure to turn your burner off and set them to the side. And I'm going to allow them to steam for about 8 minutes before I peel them in a nice plastic container. Set your pan on a medium heat and drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Add your tomatoes, and we're going to continue to cook our tomatoes without moving them for about 8 minutes. Go ahead and add your garlic. After 8 minutes, you want to turn your tomato over. Our garlic is still looking good, and we're going to be here another 6 to 8 minutes, friends. After about 14 to 16 minutes later, you're going to see that your tomatoes are nice, seared and juicy. You're going to add them to your blender. And you also want to add your garlic. Using the same pan, I'm going to add our zucchinis. And we're going to allow these to cook for about a minute or 2. After a minute and a half to 2, you want to add your purple onion. And we're just going to mix this around slightly. And we're going to cook for another minute and a half on a medium heat. After a minute and a half, you want to turn your burner off and transfer this to another bowl. To the onions and zucchinis, you want to add your peeled and chopped roasted red bell pepper. If for some reason you don't have a red bell pepper, the flavor will be very different because there's something about those roasted red bell peppers that have me going crazy, friends. But if you only have yellow or orange, go ahead and make it comfortable for your home. To your tomatoes and your garlic, you're going to add your olive oil, lemon juice, and your salt. And we are going to blend until smooth. And boom, done, friends. Our dressing is ready. Take your Mexican oregano and grind it in your hand, okay? Grind for about 10 to 15 seconds. Just like Cloud. Although she goes for about 30 minutes.
I hear grinding it on my next time. Put this camera down.
Give that a quick mix. Coat all your veggies with that Mexican oregano.
Oh, it smells great in here.
Friends, I'm loving this side dish right now for everything right now. At the moment, it's life. Add your dressing.
It's good, right?
It's so good. And boom, done, friends. You can add a little bit of chopped cilantro for garnish when you're plating for your family and friends. And this is just a light, delicious, savory side dish. You can place this into your refrigerator the night before, and the next day, boom, done. Frozen corn, cotija cheese, butter, mayo, tajin, and some lime juice. Add the butter to your pot and allow it to melt. Once your butter melts, you're going to add your corn. Give that a good mix with the butter. Add a little bit of salt, and that's going to be to taste. I'm going to continue to cook our corn on a low heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. Add your corn. Add your mayo. Lime juice. Desired amount of hot sauce. And today I'm using tapatio. It's a gathering, invite the uncle.
Or not.
or not. Salt to taste. And mix those ingredients.
You're gonna make one child very happy at the table.
Or many adults. You can't go wrong with this dish, friends. Transfer it to your plate. Sprinkle your cotija cheese, your desired amount. And for those of you that don't have access to cotija, go ahead and use some Parmesan cheese. You'll be okay. Drizzle a little bit more hot sauce. Let everybody know there's a lot of flavor in here. It's a warning sign. You can zhuzh it up with a little bit of cilantro. Friends, I'm sure you're asking yourself, what is Steph gonna do with all of these sides? Let me tell you, this is gonna pair well with the way that we're gonna be preparing the turkey. You asked me that you wanted a Mexican style turkey, and that's exactly what I'm gonna be bringing you. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Leave me all your beautiful comments so that Cloud and I can read them. And yeah, we're excited for this holiday season, amigos. As always, Views Club and Bell Notification Squad, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And during this holiday season, no matter what you do, make sure to be happy, full of love, and most of all, stay safe. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios!